What's going on, guys? JPS back for another video, and today we're going to be reacting to American turned Dutch, 5 ways I've changed since moving to the Netherlands. I'm planning on visiting the Netherlands this summer, which I'm super excited for, so I've been wanting to learn some more about the Netherlands and more specifically what it's like living there. So let's get right into this video. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, and here we go.
Living in another country, the fact that I could immerse myself a lot easier here in the Netherlands and connect with Dutch people, and it doesn't have to be in English. That's been an amazing opportunity that I've had because of the fact that I speak Dutch. Or just in general, learning a new language. It's an everyday challenge. It's every day that you're practicing, every day you're learning something new. And I'm someone that really enjoys learning new things in life. I can't stay stagnant. I really would love to add new things to my skill set, I guess you could say. That's change number one that I would say is the fact that I speak Dutch now. I've been really blessed with the way that it's impacted my life so far since I moved here to the Netherlands.
Okay.
All right, number 2 on the list, and this is gonna be a surprise for many, but it's the fact that I can swim now. Yes. I'm 26 years old and I just learned how to swim. So, coming from the US, swim is not like a mandatory thing that people learn. But obviously here in the Netherlands, with there being so much water in this country, I've come to learn that this is something that everyone learns pretty much since they're a kid. You guys have the classes, the tests, the ABC levels, however you call it. I think that's amazing, but yeah, I didn't have that as a kid. So I went my whole life up to this point basically doing what I call survival swim, and that's where I just knew how to keep myself kind of above water and get to the stairs or something before I drowned. But obviously living in this country, I learned quickly that it's really important to be able to know how to swim and navigate your way in water. It's something that my girlfriend's family was really stressing to me quite heavily. So funny enough, what I was doing for about 3 or 4 months last year, every Monday I'd be going to a kid pool around 7:30 in the morning and swimming with the person that taught my girlfriend how to swim when she was like 5 years old or whatever the case may be. So yeah, that was really a great experience. If you don't believe me, check out the video here. Yes, that's me, swimming in the kiddie pool every Monday at 7:30. But change number 3 that I've had to...
I was completely unaware that most of the country knows how to swim in the Netherlands. Obviously I knew there were a lot of water, but I didn't know there was also a lot of swimmable water too. So might have to go swimming this summer. But this is interesting because I know a lot of people who do not know how to swim. And he's right, swimming in the United States, not a necessity. I mean, listen, I think it should be a necessity because that's like a survival thing at that point. And especially here, look at this. I mean, if you fall in there, you probably want to know how to swim. But yeah, there's a lot of people in the United States who just, don't know how to swim. Never swam. So it's quite sad, honestly. So yeah, it's just shocking to hear that that's just a given trait in the Netherlands. But
moving to the Netherlands, that's my awareness of time. Now, anyone that knows me personally that's watching this is probably laughing because they're like, Sam, you aware of time? Come on. Now, look, I'm not saying I'm good with time. I'm just saying I'm more aware since I moved there. And that's because here in the Netherlands, the Dutch are really scheduled in terms of when they say they're going to be somewhere at a certain time, they're really going to be there at that time, and they expect you to be at that time. Being late is not really a thing here, but also too just planning, in terms of having appointments and scheduling your life 2 months in advance, 3 months in advance, a year in advance. That was very new for me. I'm someone that's typically just more spontaneous, and I just like to just figure things out as they come. So this has kind of been a love-hate relationship for me. On one end, I love it in the sense of, you could expect people, once again, to be on time. You don't have to really question if someone is committed to doing something, if they're gonna be there or not. But then also too, you just have a good idea of what your life looks like in the upcoming weeks or upcoming months. And that's definitely nice. But on the other end, as I said, I'm someone that's spontaneous. So I do love to kind of just be more adventurous and spur of the moment and just see how things go.
I think that's going to be very nice. I love scheduling my stuff, and that's one of my biggest pet peeves if, people aren't maybe as scheduled or are late to something, kills me. But, the spontaneous spur of the moment stuff, obviously you need that in life, and you can have a flexible enough schedule to where that stuff is still possible. But again, if you're going to be efficient, it's a necessity to schedule. So I'm glad to hear that the Dutch will be on my side with that, because that's something I've always been pretty big on. But it's not like I have a diary with everything I'm doing written down. A lot of it's just in my head, and like, I'm gonna do this at this time kind of thing.
All right, the fourth way in which I've changed since moving here to the Netherlands, I would say is that I've just become a lot more aware of different cultures. Now, I like to consider myself someone that was already aware of different cultures around the world through my travels and through different people I've met throughout life. But definitely since living here, I think it's gone to another level. And that's just because, the Netherlands actually is a pretty diverse country in the various parts.
Yo, this Uber Eats bike rider is so chill. Oh my God.
People I've met throughout life. But definitely since living here, I think it's gone to another level. And that's just because, the Netherlands actually is a pretty diverse country in the various parts of the country. You have a lot of different ethnicities that are all mingled together in one area. And so I've had the opportunity to meet Surinamese people, meet Turkish people, meet Moroccan people, but also French people, people from the UK, obviously all the different Dutch people here. Yeah, and it's been a really great experience to allow me to just, learn more firsthand how these people how is life in these different places in the world. And that's something that I really love. As someone that's, had the ability to travel around a little bit, I've always been intrigued by different cultures. And so that's one of the positive changes that I would say I've had since moving here to the Netherlands.
My boy almost got hit by a car at the end. So yeah, Netherlands, I also love its location. Very proximal to a lot of the rest of Europe, obviously. But also, I'm seeing a good amount of diversity in some of these videos. So I'm not really sure what the diversity will be like in Netherlands. Also, I'm not sure what it's going to be like recording it in public. I mean, it seems like most people are cool with it, and some people are even hyped to be on camera, but I will have to see about that, honestly.
All right, change number 5, I'm gonna share with you guys while I'm seated here at this whiskey bar. And that is that I've just become a lot more patient with life. Me as someone from the US, I was always someone that was super, career-oriented, ambitious, and always trying to be ahead of the game, as I would call it myself. And not to say that I still don't think that way per se, but it's definitely toned down a little bit more. I learned to kind of just slow down a little bit more, enjoy life, be proud of what you accomplish, and definitely work hard and try to continue to strive for more. But also not just be so focused and just always consumed by having more, doing more, having more, doing more. No, I like to really just take in every moment in life now and just be appreciative for the things that I have right now, all the blessings that I have. And that's really been nice for me. It's really allowed me to just see life in a different manner. I feel like, the older I got and the more I've just become aware of the concept of life is too short, the cliche, life is too short. But it's very true, if you spend so much time just thinking about accomplishing things and just striving for more, it's like, when do you take the time to really slow down and just be appreciative of what's there in front of you already? I don't know if that's per se something due to the Netherlands, but I would definitely say, typically most countries are not as work-oriented as the US, and so I just feel naturally I've learned to just slow down a little bit more and just enjoy life and take in every moment. All right, those are my 5 ways I've changed since moving here to the Netherlands. Hope you enjoyed the video. You're gonna enjoy this.
That was a great
whiskey.
Okay. Exploring the Foreign, if you guys want to sub to him. That was an amazing video. I loved it. Especially the last point. I think this bit of the video was my favorite because, in my opinion, this is one of the biggest things that Europe has to offer, is like the work-life balance and that complete shift in, mindset, philosophy, everything, outlook on life. In the United States, very work-centric. It's constantly on your mind. And even if you're not working, it's still on your mind of like, oh, what am I doing next? Or like, how do I, like, it's just a constant competition and battle, not only with other people, but also with yourself, especially when it comes to work. And, it never really leaves you. So hearing these things about the Netherlands and Europe as well, with just that work-life balance and prioritizing life before work, definitely makes one think about moving there. That's what I will say. So, excellent video. Let me know what you guys thought about it down below. Hit that like button, hit subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.